I'm Phil Hardwick with this week's edition of News and Views from the Stennis Institute. And joining me today is Lydia Quarles, who is involved with a program called Ready to Run. And Lydia, welcome. And could you tell me about what Ready to Run is all about?
Sure. Ready to Run is a program where we try to train women to have the tools to be able to work more effectively in political campaigns and to run campaigns for themselves. We're very interested in having more women involved in politics because the numbers are so few. You know, we have probably 52%. It's closer to 52 than 51% population in the United States are women. And yet, in Congress, we have, Congress and the Senate, we have around 16.8 to 17% of women elected, and we want to change that.
What about in Mississippi? How are women represented in Mississippi government, would you say? About the same percentages?
About the same. I think that actually our legislature right now is a little below 16%, but right around that percentage point, 15, 14, 8, something like that.
Would you give us the details on this program that's upcoming? How would someone register? Who's it targeted toward, that sort of thing?
The program is targeted toward any woman who's interested in assisting a friend in running for office, or who might be thinking of running for office themselves, or who's just interested in getting more involved politically. And it's scheduled for June the 22nd and 23rd at the Capitol here in Jackson. The first half day, Friday afternoon, from 1 to 5, is a special program for women of color because we understand that there are some issues that women of color have to deal with that Caucasian women perhaps do not. So Pam Shaw, who is a lobbyist and a coordinator of some efforts with the Children's Defense Fund, the Southern Region, will be handling that day, and it's going to be geared specifically to women of color, women who look like me. She'll be handling a 4-hour session. Then the following day, Saturday, we're going to have about 6 hours, and that's going to be for our white registrants as well as our women of color, and it's going to go over some basic things like what women need to know if they're going to run for office, just some really basic things that are going to be provided by a panel of women who have been elected to office in Mississippi. We're going to do some nuts and bolts. Pam and I had done this program last January the 2011, and one of the things that we found out, because we were both involved in political things, is that we really didn't we didn't dumb it down enough. We found that people said to us in response, really, I could get a list of the voters in my district? Women don't know that. And so we're going to really go down to the nuts and bolts of how you find the voters, that sort of thing. We're going to have a media piece. Kate Jacobson is going to do a media piece and actually let women have the mic stuck in their face and see how they respond. Jimmy Muma, who is an Atlanta-based political consultant, is going to come and talk to us about how to frame your message, how to get that basic message down to a small amount of words that you can then pass over everything. And then Vicki Slater is going to finish up with a wonderful program, a wonderful piece, run like a man, win like a woman.
And if somebody wants more information, how do they get it?
They can get it at the Stennis Institute website, which is www.sig, S-I-G for Stennis Institute of Government.com. They can register online. It is $50 registration. There are some available scholarships for minority women, and there is a place where someone who would like to receive a scholarship can fill out answer certain questions and be considered for a scholarship.
And for News and Views from the Stennis Institute, I'm Phil Hardwick.